This is my card art with unique card ideas for a happy new year. Hello everyone. We will have 14 ideas for the young and for the young at heart in card making. So get ready for some different ideas as usual. I have some beautiful paper here from Lawn Fawn, and I thought this was absolutely adorable to use for a Happy New Year card. By the way, you guys, I really appreciate your support and your comments that you have left me in the past and will be leaving in the future, I am sure. And I just wanted to say thank you so much. I do respond back to you guys, and I want you to know that every time you leave me a response, I go back on your channel and check your items out as to what you make or create or show. By the way, one of my YouTube friends, as you can see on the screen over here, asked me some of New Year ideas for cards. And so this is for you, my friend, right here. Thanks for leaving me your comment and wanting to see some ideas. As you can see, I have some Jelly Bean, a product here that is for a shaker window. It's a plastic little container that has, you see that white thing right there? That has the sticky part. So you can apply it easily onto your card base. As a tip from me to you, I have this dryer sheet that helps reduce the static, so the glitter will not stick to the shaker window element, but it'll actually stay on your card base. So it will not block what you have written on your shaker window card below on the cardstock, or it will not cover the entire plastic part. You can actually see what you're trying to do. So what I'm doing here is I'm just, you can kind of guess what I'm doing here, but I'm trying to see what I'm going to be situating here, how I'm going to put down the shaker element card onto my card base. Here, I saved some paper by cutting out a small decorative flower circle. That's the one that you see right there. So you don't have to use a big piece of paper. You can use something small to cover up the shaker window. And that piece of paper is actually white. You can write a message on the inside, whatever you want. And what I did here is I just double checked where the edge of the window is so I don't cover up my message. So look what I'm writing here. I'm putting things up. And you're wondering, what? And I'm putting a little exclamation point with a little heart instead of the dot. Things up. Well, yeah, I'm writing this because it'll tie into my message. You'll see pretty soon. You're like, what do you mean things up? What is she talking about? So I'm just laying here and situating again, trying to figure out where the little flower part goes in the middle, and I want to glue that in. And as you know, all my glue that I use works fantastic and it dries clear. But later on in my video, you will see a very, very lightly damped soft paper towel that I'm using to wipe up some of the extra glue pieces, elements, boo-boos that I make, just to get it off my paper. But it's not wet enough where it will warp my paper. And you will see it on the right-hand side coming up to where I just kind of leave it there, but it doesn't bend up my paper. That's always a good hint from me to you. So here I am showing you my little window element here for my shaker card. And before we peel, don't do that yet. I've forgotten that before. Add your glitter or whatever you're using into the window part down on the cardstock. So I'm using this cute little spoon. It's a little old antique spoon that I've had for a very long time. And I'm using this to put a little bit of my also very old shaker element pieces, that little diamond dust looking crystal. And then of course, this is the glow in the dark embossing powder from Lawn Fawn that I really like. I like to use it in shaker cards because it makes your card glow. I mean, it's awesome. And you don't have to emboss it. You could just add it in. I will have some photos for you later on, and I will have some more videos coming up for you. Excuse me, I will have some more tips coming up for you within this video. So don't go away. It's not just this one card that I'm making, but I have a lot of other ideas here. And this is some more glitter, and this is kind of cool. It's a whole little packet that is, again, old, but I don't mind using old things. It's okay as long as they work. So I'm just kind of picking which color I would like. And from what I will be doing, I chose the blue here just to give it a little bit of a different idea for the inside. I didn't want to do too many, colors. I just want to keep it very simple. By the way, on the right-hand side of my hand, you see all those little pieces. I like to leave out some of the little cutouts that I do, some die cuts, just to kind of see once I put my card together, which ones I'm going to be using. When I make these videos for you guys, A lot of times I don't have it all planned out because I want to make it very spontaneous. So this is why if you see errors or goofs or some things I use or I don't use, it's because I'm literally creating it pretty much live for you. The only difference is that I'm not on live, but the whole idea is coming from me to you as I'm doing it. So this is why you see little things on the right hand side. I put it out and trying to figure out which ones I'm going to be using. Here I'm clearing off the glitter, the extra glitter that fell out, as I'm putting it on the paper because I don't want the glitter to stay on. So here's a brush I'm using. You don't want the glitter to stay on where the shaker window will be because it will not stick very well. It'll stick to the glitter, not your paper. See, that's the sticky part. By the way, you guys, if you like my videos, I always appreciate your support and I love you for that. Please subscribe. Leave me some comments. You can hit the like button and you know the drill. And I appreciate it a whole lot. So thank you for everything you guys encourage me with and your wonderful, loving words. So here I am taking off that sticky, I'm taking off the layered protective layer that goes onto the sticky gluey part on this shaker card element here, this little window. And I'm adding some extra glue on the edges, on the outer edges. I like to do this so this way none of the glitter will come out of your card because there's nothing worse when someone's shaking your card and they get glitter all over them. Somehow they don't like that. They really don't. And what I do here is I press right on the paper. There's no room for error here, unfortunately, because you do have that sticky glue part that will stick very well. So you have no wiggle room to move your little window here. So I just say eyeball it the best you can, and once you're committed, just be committed. Even if there's a little error, don't worry about it. You'll see shortly what I'm doing. I'm actually making a hot mess here with my ink pad. And as you know, I will show you how to make your mess look good. So stay tuned. I did that. Yes, coming up shortly. So here I'm adding some more glue. And that paper is so pretty on both sides. I always have a hard time trying to figure out which side I will be using because it's so, so pretty. So I'm just situating it down. You can kind of see what I'm doing here right onto the little window. And see, I didn't add a whole lot of glitter, but with that static cling not sticking, meaning you have no static cling on that window part because of the dryer sheets. The glitter is staying on your paper. So that's what I was trying to show you earlier with what I was doing by wiping the inside part with the dryer sheet. And that's just my little slightly wet paper towel, soft paper towel. I just use, generic paper towel, whatever it is, just a little better quality. And of course the word party, because it is a New Year's Day card party. And I cut that one out with some really nice gold paper. And a lot of times when you have certain paper, just the quality, it'll shred a little bit. See on the edges, you could see some little pieces I'm taking off from the word party. And it's okay. See that little piece? It's coming off. A lot of times when you turn the paper over on the back, it actually shreds more and it looks worse than the front. So before you try to remove every little piece, just turn it over, look at it, see if there's still parts that don't look right. And if it doesn't, then just take it off and don't worry about it too much. It's a handmade card, so if there are mistakes, it's okay. Here, because it's tiny little words over here with thin lines, I'm holding it with my little tool right there. Just pinch an area and glue the rest. So it's easy. Grab something, hold it with whatever you have. This tweezer has a very nice sharp point, so I really like it. And just press down the word party and go for it. That's all it is. A lot of the ideas that you have in your head, don't be afraid to try them. Add something cute, add something that wouldn't normally go there and make it work. So here I have, of course, you guys know I use a lot of different things. I have Lawn Fawn here. That's the little birdie, and this is from Lawn Fawn, the cute little things that go on the reveal wheel. They have adorable items, and this is part of the holiday sentiment set, as you could see there. And you can situate the words around your window. And this, by the way, this circle that is cut out from the yellow paper, that is from the reveal wheel. Let me just get that word right. Reveal wheel. And the only difference is I didn't use the entire die cut. I just used partial. And you can use those words around your circle. See, it has the word happy and then New Year separate. and a lot of other words. But then I saw it has the Happy New Year block as well. So I wanted to be a little bit lazy, and instead of trying to curve it the proper way, I said, yeah, it's all right. I'll just use it the way I did. And here is my memento, and I'm using that to ink up my little Happy New Year stamp. And I like these little mementos very much, but sometimes my hands don't really function like I want it, and I drop things. So anyways, I'm trying to show you here different places you could put your Happy New Year, and I decided to put it on the right-hand side because I have a little plan in my head for where the little birdie is going to go. So I added the ink, and then I added just, one simple stamp, the Happy New Year. Just like that. And it worked out very well for me. And look what I have next. Of course, you always want to clean off your stamps. And what I do is I turn them over to make sure I get to clean them one more time before I put them back in my packet, and I stick them onto my original packet or whatever packet I keep them in. This was a gift, Christmas gift from my dear friend Paige. Thank you, sweetheart. You're such a darling. I really, really appreciate it. I have no idea who made this, but I like it. It's just little water drop looking things, and I like water drop looking things. And it's wonderful, but I didn't need to use the entire piece. And as you see, I have a smaller acrylic block, so I didn't want to go run to a bigger one. I don't need it. So here's my tip to you. If you have a bigger stamp that you are not using the whole piece on and a smaller acrylic block, just, fold over the extra piece onto your block, and you can hold your block just fine because it'll stick on there. But here, I don't need the entire, stamp set here. I don't need it all. I just need a small portion. So watch. You see my boo-boo? There it is. I dropped it. My hand just totally let it go. You see, so I'm not going to redo my card. No, we're going to fix this. Watch what I'm going to do. So back to my little stamping pad. I originally wanted to put that onto the card base on the bottom, which I'm still going to do. And I'm just double checking to make sure I inked it up all over. Since it is see-through, you can kind of see if you have all the little dots inked up or not. That's the nice thing about it. And see, I'm just folding up whatever leftover stamp I have. I'm not using it. And I'm aligning it and press down. That's it. So if your stamping block is not too big, it's all right. Don't panic. Just use the size you have and clean off your table mess, though. That does help to keep your card clean, and that's what I did here. All right, so how are we going to fix this? Watch this. You ready? So since it's this ink block looking thing and dots, I said, well, why don't I just create the same shape that I dropped my stamping ink pad on? So I just decided to use the edges and create those little lines because these kind of look like little stars. See? Look at that. There it is. Would anyone ever know that I dropped it? No, so don't tell them. Shh. It's our secret. And of course, I'm going to clean that up later. I didn't want to do it on camera and bore you have to oblivion me cleaning stamp pads. You don't want to see that. So here I am. I have this cute little fairy that I had, and I cut it out, and I've made like 20, 30 of these cutout pieces, and a lot of times I use them in different projects in different ways, and sometimes I cut them apart. I use the wings as butterfly wings, but I thought for this project it would be kind of cute just to have the little lawn fun birdie stand on that cute little fairy. See that? And guess what? Look what that little birdie's going to do for me. It's going to hide my mess. Yes! I'm so happy. And if the bird would not have worked out and hide, that blotch of ink where I dropped my ink pad on, I would have figured something out. So don't be afraid. Just try it. I'm sure you have made errors on your cards before. Don't let that discourage you. Don't be upset with it. Don't get angry. You're enjoying the process of making a card. So if you're getting upset with it, just put it aside and do something else. But don't be upset, and you'll create some amazing things. So I'm lifting one little leg of the little bird to make it look like the little bird is standing on her hand. And I didn't want to make my little fairy look different colors or gold. You can certainly do your own creations. Don't forget, my ideas are concept ideas. And I always hope one day my card art will become your card art. And you do your own thing, and this is just an idea. So remember those little things on the right-hand side as you see me pull away? I cut out some branches because I was thinking to make it, kind of like a branchy tree-looking thing, on the bottom. And so I'm kind of situating it on there to see how I like it. And I don't dislike it. I can put it towards the top, see, right up there. Some on the yellow portion. But I said, no, I'm going to leave them off. And same thing with that orange little flower thing on the right hand side you see next to my glue on the very top right. I didn't use that either, but I do have little cutouts just hanging out. But I am using my seashell. Guess what? Look what I'm doing with my seashell. You're like, seashell, what is she doing with this? So when I saw the seashell with the gold, I said, I can use those little pieces that come out of the seashell. So I'm using my wonderful little acrylic block. See that? And all I'm doing is taking out the little pieces of the seashell. I'm trying to keep them organized, and I'll tell you why. The way I'm going to use it in just a second, so hang on, is I want to use the larger pieces first and then start using the smaller ones. And since they're kind of like in a nice order, you could see from smaller to larger and going back to smaller pieces, it kind of helps my eyes get things situated a little better so I don't make huge mistakes on putting it on my card. And if I do, oh well, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. But I decided to use that leftover part from my seashell. I will use my seashell later, but I counted how many pieces I have, so I kind of had an idea how I'm going to use this. And when I started this video, I didn't. So I want you to know it just kind of comes to me as I'm doing things. That's how I do things. Some of you are wonderful. You plan out things in advance and you know exactly where things go, and more power to you. I'm more of a creator that comes up with ideas as I go along. So I like to have a lot of different items next to me and then create the different textures, elements as I go along. So sometimes I use a lot of different things and I combine. And I don't like to use just one product because I see things match in my mind's eye, if you will. Kind of like in my brain, I kind of see a visual of at least part of what I will be creating. And then the embellishments just kind of come later. So here what I'm doing is I'm putting these gold little strips from my little shell onto my card, but I'm not putting them exactly across from one another. If you really look at it, they're a little bit offset. I did not want to make it look perfect because, well, two things. For my cards, I don't like very geometrical shaped cards personally for me to create, but I like to see them, but not for me to create. Also because these rays, and more importantly, because these rays that I'm, using as rays, they're not rays, but I'm using it as such, they're not the same size. So if I were to create this imperfectly across from one another and not offset it just a little bit, you most likely could tell that the sizes do not match. And I didn't want that visual to kind of bother your eyes. So I wanted to make sure that when I do put them on, they do have a shape that's not very random, but yet if the little rays here are not the same length, it's okay. It will not bother your eyes when you look at it. So this is one of the biggest reasons here that I didn't put them exactly across from one another. As you see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already put on there. And then 3 on the bottom, 6, 7, 8. I can count. Woohoo! So there are 8 pieces here, and I'm putting the last 3 up there. See? But you see how much shorter that is? Again, because it came out of that seashell and they're not all the same size. But as I'm putting this on here, it just, looks a little better to me, and doesn't look like it's too short. It just kind of looks somewhat random, and this is what I was going for. By the way, when you guys leave me comments and I go onto your channels, I want you to know how impressed I am with what you guys make. Everything from the professional videos you guys can create to the things that you cook, you make. I mean, you guys just are amazing out there. I am so thankful when you guys leave me a comment because I certainly can see all the wonderful projects you guys make, and traveling, cooking, arts and crafts, and paintings and drawings. You guys are awesome. There's so much talent out there. So I am so thankful when you guys do make a comment for me because I get to discover you and you discover me. But more importantly, I learn from you. So thank you for all the loving words and everything that I see that you guys are making out there, because I'm stunned. You guys that leave me comments, I get to see your projects and you are rocking it. So as you're reading my comments, please, for those of you that are reading the comments from other people, go and see their channels too, because you will discover some fabulous artists out there. And I have not met any of you out there who had a bad cooking dish. I mean, they're all wonderful. So you guys rock. So I just wanted you to know, if you guys are reading comments and you're here, whether you're on YouTube or not, please check the other people out who are leaving comments and look at their channels too. And you will discover a lot of things. So here I was showing you, I tossed those little green things on the side. I'm not using that. And here I'm putting on my little circle here, let's not shake things up. See that? So remember, it's a Happy New Year card. And the inside says things up. See that? Things up. Right there. It's a shaker card. And on the middle, I was trying to figure out, should I put this on the outside of the card or inside? And eventually I will put it on the inside. But that's what it'll say. Let's not shake things up. In other words, for the new year, I'm hoping things are not going to be too crazy in a bad way. So I guess it depends how you interpret it, because you could say, let's not shake things up, meaning, let's not get too crazy in a bad way. But some people might say, oh no, we should shake it up because we do want things up to be, better and good for us. So any way you look at it, but this is the way I interpret it. Things up with a little heart, see? It's a shaker card. And let's not shake things up, meaning just keep it normal and fun and enjoyable. And that's my Happy New Year card here for this one here. But don't go away, because I'm going to turn off the lights here and show you with that beautiful glow in the dark element. See, it's got that green glow. But I have a better photo too, because I was trying to show it to you with, of course, ink all over my hand. Sorry, guys. See that green? See how it glows? Look at that. That's from that glow in the dark embossing powder. So I actually took the card and I took some pictures, which are coming up, and I'm going to be showing you guys some more cards. So don't leave. Those are the branches I didn't use. And those are, remember, the inside pieces of the shell that I used on the outside. And here's the glow in the dark inside the shaker element. Watch this. Look at that. Isn't that cool? It almost looks like an eclipse. I was like, wow, this is neat. I am so easily amused, I swear. I'm just like that, in real life too. My friends always laugh at me because I get amused. I laugh and giggle all the time. And I did a slow motion here. I was like, this is so neat how these little things just shake. And I was like, yay, I'll do a little slow motion action. It's not because you don't know what shaker cards look like, but I just wanted to show it to you. See how that blue inside? It's just enough. It's not too much. See that? And it's not sticking to the video. So anyways, I have more New Year's cards for you guys. Here are some ideas. Check this out. It's a Happy New Year. It's an embossed. I embossed the back of the card there. It says pop it up to say Happy New Year. And look at those little popcorns are coming up. This is a lawn fawn item as well. By the way, at the end of the videos, I do have some credits for some of the different artists that I do combine, but I use a lot of different projects. But look how cute these little things are with little dots and little popcorn faces. And I just thought it was so adorable. And, that's one of my ideas. Kind of fun for a Happy New Year's card. And then here, I cut out some fairy piece. And today is a dream, inhale, exhale, and believe. And that's my little fairy and a little flower. And on the card, on the front, I did have a flower with some notes underneath it. So here it says a toast to us. Look how cute that is. I just thought that was such an adorable little idea. Look. And it's have a happy day with some butter and with some knife. And that's another little lawn fawn set. You guys got to check out some of these folks. They come up with the greatest dies and stamps, and it's just so much fun to enjoy and use them. And then that monkey, I fell in love with that face. How could you not love that hair? And those are little marble pieces cut in half. Isn't that cool? Like marbled rock kind of thing. And I just added some white on the outside of the marbles. See that? And sending you a great big hug. And that monkey, oh, that face is so cute. I just love that. I figure what a great New Year's Day card. And this one, I cut a little window. And it says, find yourself and be that. See how pretty those little flowers are? See, find yourself and be that. So if you're happy, you find yourself and you're that happy. And my little owl. on the bottom right. And he's just got his eyes closed. He's a darling. I just think things like this are cute. And here's my little mermaid. And I embossed her a little bit and added some of those loopy lines. That was a fun card to make. And I leave it blank because I always write a lot of notes inside my cards. I write a lot of stuff. And you see the edge right there? That's a little detail, and of course a bunch of golden bubbles because she's underwater. Now here, the sky element that I made for this card is during my shaving cream video. I have a shaving cream video. It's two sets, set 1 and set 2. And I'm showing you guys how to use shaving cream and how you can actually make really cool stuff with it. So if you want to check it out. I really, really like this one. I used the card base, and then that's the photo paper that I made that background on, and it's with shaving cream. Isn't that crazy? And here with the beautiful water element, I really like this one too. I didn't cut the water element out. I left it in there. I just wanted to leave it there. That's a great man card. You know, give it to somebody who loves the ocean, the birds, you know, sunsets, sunrises, you know, guy or girl card, you know, either way is good. And I really like this little tree. That's from Punch, that tree. And then I found these little flowery designs for the treetop. And I cut out that little window, see, just like that. And I put every day. Look how cute that is. And then watch the inside. I'll open it up in just a second. This is every day. And it said, a simple love. And I add a little rose on the bottom. And the same paper that came off from the bottom there, I used it as a border for the inside. So this is what makes it so nice. You guys can, you know, use these ideas. You know, feel free. Just make your own. I just got a little piece of paper off and put that on the inside. And it kind of combined my inside to the outside. And look how nice this is. I really enjoy this dark brown, you know, background. You warm my heart with a green leaf and some colorful leaves and a yellow flower. You know, these are all nice ones. And look how nice this is. Life looks beautiful on you. Forever young. Give this to one of your gal friends. You know, it goes for anybody. It's just, how could you not like people that are dancing and are happy? And you know, I love stuff like this. And I'm not saying they're beautiful because I made it. I love the designs, you know, and I enjoy making them and giving them away. And sometimes I have people that order cards from me and I make it for them. And this one, check this one out. This is on vellum. I added the little stars on there, embossed them. See that? It's all on vellum, so it has a really cool texture. And then you kind of have a hard time reading what's inside, and that's the whole idea. There's my little birdhouse and some leaves, of course. It's all embossed, so it has some texture, but I want you to make it simple. And this says, this blessed life. See? So you guys can create the same idea. Add some flowers, you know, some squiggly lines, add a few leaves, you know, cut out a circle, emboss your vellum, add something. And this I really enjoyed. This I combined. I had some really old stamps, little birds and birds flying, birds on a branch. And I cut those out from special vellum paper as well, and then embossed them after I cut them out. It says, for we walk by faith, not by sight. And I really like that. You know, walk by faith, not by sight. Sometimes we walk and we don't see where we walk to. This is also another shaving cream card. It's another card that I made with a shaving cream. And definitely go check out that video. That's so much fun, especially with kids. Just have a blast with shaving cream. And I thought that was a great New Year's Eve card or New Year's Day card. And then, of course, here's my little party card. And I'm just going back real quick just to show you a quick review of some of the cards. And again, guys, I wanted to let you know how much I appreciate your subscriptions, your comments. And I know I said this earlier, but your talents out there just make my heart sing. When I see you guys and I see your videos, I actually get inspired and I can make more cards. I see some of you make beautiful photos and take pictures, and it totally inspires me. You know, I'm showing you guys some pictures here just as a quick review, but I really love your comments, and that's how I find you. So every time you leave a comment, I go on your videos, check them out, and I leave a comment for you too as well. So just be patient with me. I do respond to you guys. And check out a lot of these artists that I have at the very end as a credit on my credits here in the back of my video. And do support them. You know, some of these artists come up with some great ideas for us to use. And I wanted you guys to have a terrific new year, and I will be making more videos. This is my card art, And remember, every day is your day to shine. Thanks a million, guys.